We have another Coffee with Kelly, and today we have Amanda Coneyworth, and she's a director at Ferrier Hodgson, and she also has her side business, Wealth and Wellness, and lots of great stuff. And just so thankful today, Amanda, for sharing some of your tips with us today and some of the career challenges and life challenges we're also going to be touching on. So, Amanda, can you take us back to when we sort of before we first started working together? What was the career situation that
Wow.
you were in?
Yeah, I have to take a deep breath when I talk about this because there's so much
Mm,
going on. I guess I was suffering from what I would have to label an identity overwhelm because I was doing everything. I was
yeah,
working my heart out at Ferrier Hodgson as a director, aspiring to be a partner, loving all of the opportunities that I was given there. And as part of that, I thought I needed to do more. So I started teaching in my industry at university and with professional bodies. So there was that side of things for me,
mm,
and all of the opportunities that came up out of that were just piling up onto my plate. And then there was,
yeah,
as you mentioned, my wealth and wellness business that I was getting started from the ground up and learning all things that there are to blogging and social media.
yeah.
And I guess I had a personal life as well. So
Yes.
being, really committed to health and going to the gym and exercising. And I guess I should mention that I have a husband as well. And, I had to give
Absolutely.
him some time and
Mm,
wanting to start a family at some point in the future and not wanting to put it off for too long. So it
mm,
was just so much of everything. And being the type of person that I am, I just wanted to give everything 110%. And I
mm.
wasn't satisfied if I, didn't give everything and deliver the best results. So it was just too much. And
It was.
I just didn't know really how to stop. I was constantly saying yes to everything because I thought, yes, it will give me more opportunities. Yes, it will better my career and create bigger networks. Yes, it will obviously be
Mm,
beneficial in some way, but I actually didn't really know what the purpose of that work was, and I
mm,
didn't really have any idea of where I was going, albeit that I was so passionate and dedicated and committed to everything that I did. So I guess in a way, although I had all this stuff going on, I was lost, and
mm,
it started impacting on my health. And
yeah.
we had obviously a traumatic circumstance when I did fall pregnant and had a miscarriage, and I think that was the wake up call, and that
Yeah,
happened when we were first into our coaching.
yeah.
And I think that was after we looked at all the things I was doing, and you said
Mm,
to me, Amanda, you've got to stop and
mm,
take stock. So
mm,
it was really the right time, and
yeah.
if I hadn't done anything about it, I probably wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah, well, I'm getting emotional
Yeah.
thinking about it. It
Yeah.
was, but well done for you for recognizing that, because I remember those first conversations, they were pretty tough, and you're not
Yeah.
the only, there's so many corporate women in this situation.
Yeah.
And I think amazing tribute to you to actually go, right, this isn't good enough.
Yeah.
I need to do something differently. And obviously, you're going to get the rewards, and you have got the rewards
Yeah.
today. So amazing, but well done for sort of catching it.
Yeah.
I know how hard that is to make those first steps.
Because I think we're so focused on doing the best that we can, and we've got so many more pressures on us than maybe male colleagues might have
Yeah,
in the circumstances where we have to start a family at some point, if that's our inclination.
yeah,
We have to consider, what the future is in our role. Obviously, in my industry, it's very much male dominated or masculine.
yes,
So I was starting to question, you know, can I do this role? Am I
yes,
right for this role? Do I need to replicate what others around me are doing, which is very much a masculine style of energy and work? And with all of my background and my commitment to health and wellness, I didn't really feel like I was bringing my whole self to the table. And
Yeah.
I was very much concerned that if I did, then it wouldn't be right. And I think I lacked that confidence to actually bring my whole self to my role. And as a result, it was really becoming evident from my colleagues and from my bosses that I wasn't really portraying myself as being the confident person that they knew I was. So that was the other sort of, I guess, repercussion of doing too much and not really focusing on me as a person and what I could bring to the table.
And so amazing, because by doing so much, you weren't doing yourself justice,
No.
right? And you weren't even doing justice at work enough,
No.
were you? So it's sort of that, whilst in those great intents of trying to do it all, thank goodness you caught it. So well done on that. Thank you, Amanda. We're going to now frame out and go, okay, well, how did you navigate those challenges? So yes, you were feeling you're not your whole self at work, you weren't feeling authentic, you weren't feeling you definitely weren't living your potential at that point, for certain. How did you navigate those challenges?
I guess we had to do a lot of work in understanding what it was that I wanted, what were my goals and aspirations for my whole life, not just my career, but where did I want to be in 5 years' time in terms of the life that I wanted to create. And I guess from that's where we looked at, okay, does the work I'm doing suit that lifestyle?
Yeah.
And at one point, I think I was even considering whether working in a firm with professional services was going to be the right option for me, and whether I pursue my own business.
Yes.
And I guess
it was conversations.
Yeah, we had a look at everything, which was great. And then I guess the other part to it was, what are my skills? What are my unique talents? What do I actually enjoy doing at work and in all the other things that I was doing? And I guess we got really clear on what my strengths were and what my unique talents were.
Yes.
And we put those, I guess, together.
Yeah.
And that's when it became very clear that there were certain things that I was doing that were, I guess, what you have given me as a catchphrase is high impact and high value, and that were contributing towards that lifestyle that I wanted to create. But there were certainly many other things that weren't adding any value whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it was much easier then for me to, I guess, pass a filter over all of the opportunities that started to continued to come my way.
Yes.
And I was able to say, well, no, thank you very much. I'm really grateful for that opportunity, but no,
so many.
It's
you
not.
were overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I think there was just so many new things coming in, and because you were doing it all, and I don't know whether you relate to people listening, but it's like you just keep, because you're doing it all and you're working so hard and you're talented, you just keep getting more and more.
Yeah.
But however, it wasn't the highest value things for you to be working on, was it?
And you fall into
just
that trap.
You, overwhelmed.
Yeah, you fall into the trap of saying yes to things because you think that you should be grateful for those opportunities.
Yes.
And unfortunately, people ask for your time all the time, and there's only so much that you can give. So to say no isn't going to offend people. Which is what I thought at the time. I truly thought that if I said no, I would never get the opportunity again. And I really didn't think about, what was the best use of my time. So once we had this, I guess, framework for my values, my skills and my unique talents, then that was my barometer. That was exactly what I had to use to assess all the opportunities, and it was so much easier to start that process. And even, I guess, following on from that, once I got clear of those things in my head and those values and the things that I was aiming for, the magic started happening. And every time we caught up, something
I
different,
know,
some new
it was
opportunity came
wonderful.
my way, and I didn't
Yep.
really feel like I even had to do anything. Well,
Mm,
I'm sure I did, but
yeah.
it just happened. And
It was like those, what you said no to. You kept getting an opportunity which is higher value
yeah,
and actually less time, wasn't it? Because we were
exactly.
just so focused on your time at that because it was just up to here.
Hmm.
But the next thing you got through was like a tenth of the time, but higher value.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
exactly.
Yeah, and
And
higher impact. Great.
and that's when I guess it's all started to fall into place in terms of having clarity on
Mm.
what value I could add at work, where my career was going, how much value I could, I guess, continue to add in terms of business prospects and developing staff and working on internal and external relationships and having the confidence that I was actually a valuable contributor to my firm. So that then gave me the confidence that I was still working in the right direction, which, gave me really a good feeling because it was just all a bit much and hard to see the forest, through the trees at the point that we were first meeting up, and just how quickly that happened and how
it did happen quickly, didn't it? Yeah, once you got clear, then the confidence started to come, and that's very much the process that I work through because the clarity gives you confidence.
Exactly.
When you're not clear, it's hard to feel confident. I know that myself. So that's what we worked with first, getting that clarity, and then the confidence starts to come through, and then we're on the next phase, which I can't wait to update you all with.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Amanda, for taking us back to that space of when we first started. And I know, thankfully we can leave that behind because you've made such great inroads since then. And stay tuned because we're going to tell you what she's doing now.